A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. From the world of cricket and the FIFA World Cup, there has been action, some very interesting news, and some comments that may evoke a very surprising response. We begin from Christchurch. The third ODI is currently underway between India and New Zealand. The start was delayed because of rain, but during the start, Rishabh Pant gave an interview to the host broadcasters. He was asked about his poor form. He was asked about his place in the team. He was asked about his batting position. But Rishabh Pant gave a very interesting explanation. He said, I know I have not done well in T20 ice, but I am only 24 years of age. It is not the time to compare numbers. And also, he said that I bat lower down the order in tests, I bat at this position in ODIs and T20Is. I would prefer batting in the top when it comes to white ball cricket. T20I cricket has been a bane for Rishabh Pant in 2022. Remember, he's not done well at all in this format. But in ODIs, he's been middling. Rishabh Pant is in big contention is having stiff competition from Sanju Samson. So Rishabh Pant's thing is, I am 24, I know I will get some chances, it is not the time to compare. Kind of is, I think the mental pressure is probably getting to Pant, which is why I think he wouldn't have made such a statement. Ravindra Jadeja is currently injured and he is not going to be part of the Bangladesh series, but he's been actively helping his wife in the Gujarat election. However, there was a question posed to Ravindra Jadeja as to, are you going to join politics in the near future? To which Ravindra Jadeja replied, I have a good 4 to 5 years of cricket left in me. Only after that, I will take the decision. Remember, Gujarat goes into the polls on December 1 and 5 and the result will be declared on 8th. Jadeja is actively campaigning for his wife, who is part of the BJP. His sister is in the Congress party. The prince played with his father, and today at the new Perth Stadium, he gave the son a Windies cap. Shivnarine Chanderpaul and Brian Lara were the pillars of the West Indies batting when they came into the 21st century. And today, in the first test between Australia and West Indies, Shivnarine Chanderpaul's son, Tagnarine Chanderpaul, has finally made his test debut. Remember, in the Prime Minister 11 match, Tagnarine Chanderpaul hit a century. So, another Chanderpaul doing West Indies proud could be in the making. Remember, his father, Shivnarine Chanderpaul, just missed out on Lara's tally of runs in Test cricket. But when Shivnarine was there in the West Indies batting lineup, they had an edge. Hope his son, Tagnarine Chanderpaul, also plays. Interesting fact, Tagnarine Chanderpaul was studying in Delhi University and he has played a couple of games with his father for Guyana. Father and son duo, very poignant. Test cricket is back with a bang. I mean, Australia versus West Indies is currently happening, but simultaneously, Pakistan versus England will happen, and England are touring Pakistan after a gap of 17 years. Ben Stokes, the captain, has already made an announcement that Liam Livingstone will be making his test debut. Remember, Livingstone did not play in the Big Bash League because of heavy international workload, and now he's getting a test debut. Well done and congratulations to Liam Livingstone. They say that the chairman of selectors and selection in the Indian cricket team is like a bed of roses. It's always, you've got the crown of thorns, if you may say. Chairman of selectors, if you want to look at the BCCI chief, Roger Binney, for instance, unfortunately, he's been served a conflict of interest notice because of his daughter's job. Now, that conflict of interest, if you may want to understand, in the past regime also, it's often been many individuals have been accused of conflict of interest, but nothing concrete has been proven about it. So one hopes Roger Binney can ensure that he's not guilty of conflict of interest, because already Indian cricket is in the midst of a churn. Revenge indeed is sweet. Because in 1998, Iran had dumped USA out in the league stages. 24 years later in Qatar, the US dumped Iran out of the tournament. The 1-0 victory for the USA saw them dump hosts Iran out, and in the FIFA World Cup round of 16 games, the US will now face the Oranje, that is the Netherlands, who have topped the group spectacularly. England, on the other hand, we will see what happens. I think they will mostly be playing Senegal. But when it comes to Iran, human rights will be always in the foreground. Remember, Iran's players already had taken a stance when they refused to sing the national anthem. And in the stands, Mahsami, the posters were there expressing solidarity for the human rights abuse that's happening in Iran. Remember, this is the name of the female who was executed for not wearing the hijab. And that is where this entire hijab controversy has stirred the nation. In the FIFA World Cup, this was a tribute to that. When we saw the Portugal versus Uruguay game, when we saw it, we thought, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo has got one more goal. But later on, it was overturned. FIFA awarded the goal to Bruno Fernandes. And Ronaldo was slightly sad about it, but he was happy that his team won. But Portugal, the Portugal Football Association appealed to FIFA saying that, can you please give the goal back to Ronaldo? However, the company that manufactures the ball tracking technology and every other technology that is there in the FIFA World Cup 2022 has issued a clear-cut statement that Ronaldo did not touch the ball with his head. There was a flat line, if you may say, in football's real-time snicko. So, Ronaldo will not have that goal, but he will still get plenty of opportunities. Remember, Portugal are through to the round of 16, and it will be interesting to see who they face up. So it's been an action-packed day, especially in cricket, considering that Test cricket is come back after a gap of nearly 4 months. And we are all happy to see that in Australia, 7 a.m., 5 a.m., we are finally getting to see Test matches. India, on the other hand, will play 3 more ODIs against Bangladesh before they switch to the whites against Bangladesh. And Pakistan versus England, that will be a very, very historic series indeed, because 17-year wait finally ends. Thank you so much, folks, for listening to this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.